Hi, my name is Lucy, and I'm from Canada. When I'm not busy fantasizing about Josh, the hottest boy in school, I lead the math and science club, aka the Nerd Squad. One day, my sister Mel caught me kissing my bathroom mirror, pretending it was Josh. She got it all on video and shared it with the entire school. I was humiliated. What do you think Josh said when he saw the video? Watch till the end to find out. Mel and I were 1 year apart, Mel being the older one. Our dad raised us, and neither of us had ever met our mom. Every time we asked our dad about her, he said that she left right after I was born, married another man, and moved to another country. She was definitely not winning the Mom of the Year award. Josh is so hot. Every time I see him, I'm tempted to just grab him and kiss him. I walked up to my bathroom mirror and started to kiss it, pretending it was Josh. I was leaving lipstick marks all over the ice-cold mirror, but I didn't care. Josh, you're such a good kisser. I kept kissing the mirror as I caressed it with my hands, imagining Josh's perfect face. You're such a psycho, Lucy. The sound of Mel's laughter startled me and I hit my nose in the mirror. Ouch! I turned angrily, clutching my now bleeding nose. What are you doing in my room? Dad sent me to get you and I walked in to see you violating the poor mirror. I can't believe I got all that on video. Wait until I show it to everyone at school. Tracy will love this one. I was horrified. Tracy was Josh's girlfriend and the leader of the Mean Girl Crusade at school. I grabbed Mel, trying to take her phone away from her, but she wrestled herself free and ran out of my room. By the time I got to school, everyone, and I mean everyone, had already seen the video. When I walked to my usual table in the cafeteria during lunch, my friends all packed up their trays and walked away. Lucy, right? I was startled from my nightmare by Josh. Wait, why was he talking to me? The last time he even looked my way was when he was failing calculus and Mrs. Roger, our math teacher, asked me to help him out. By the time I was done tutoring him, I developed a huge crush. I knew he was dating Tracy, but I didn't care. I was in love. Hello? Josh waved a hand in my face. Oh, yeah, how may I help you? Good God, I sounded like some customer care representative waiting to serve him. So, you think I'm a good kisser? I was going to die of embarrassment. Josh, I'm so sorry. You weren't supposed to see that. It's okay, I don't mind. I think it's kind of sweet that you have a crush on me. Maybe we could hang out sometime. What? This had to be a prank. Josh was smiling, waiting for my answer. Okay. Sure, If it isn't Lucy, the mirror-kissing loser. Tracy walked up and stood next to Josh. Mel and a bunch of other girls joined her. You can fantasize about Josh all you want, but he's mine. Right, Josh? Josh stayed silent. But Josh had been so kind to me a few seconds ago. Was he that afraid of Tracy? I got up from the table, tears already falling from my eyes. I tried to run, but Tracy blocked me. She grabbed my lunch tray and dumped it on my head. Hot soup dripped from my hair to my face. Then she shoved the tray at me. Here, how about you kiss that? Maybe it can be your new boyfriend. She flipped her hair, high-fived her friends, and they walked away laughing. Mel looked back at me and I saw how sad she looked, but she never stayed to help me. She quickly followed Tracy back to their table. Josh watched me with a horrified look on his face. Lucy, I'm so sorry. Let me help you clean up. Stay away from me. I ran out of there, leaving a trail of soup and most of my lunch on the floor. From that point on, Mel started to avoid me both at home and in school, and she became even meaner to me. She was ignoring me when she was the one that released the video and humiliated me at school. Why was she suddenly treating me like the bad guy? School became a nightmare. I even begged Dad to let me drop out and get a job waiting tables or something. He said I was being dramatic, but I wasn't. I sat alone in class and at lunch. Kids made kissing sound whenever I walked by. One day, I walked into class and Tracy shouted, "Here comes Lucy, the mirror kisser. Everyone, hide your mirrors," causing everyone to burst into laughter. Just then, I received an anonymous text from someone who claimed to be my secret admirer. They said they liked me a lot and that I shouldn't let the kids at school get to me. At first, I didn't text back, but the person kept texting me every day, sending funny videos and memes that made me laugh. I gave in and started to text back with some funny stuff I saw on the internet. Whoever they were, they made my life at school so much easier. I asked if they'd reveal who they were, and they texted back saying soon. How mysterious. Who do you think it is? One day after PE, I went to the locker room to shower and change, but just when I was washing my face, someone pushed me and I slipped on the slippery floor, landing on my butt. I tried to see who it was, but I was blinded by the camera flashes in my eyes. Other girls were taking photos of me and laughing. I screamed my lungs out trying to cover myself. Soon, the flashes stopped and I was left all alone. I picked myself up while crying, put on my clothes, and ran out of the locker room. The next day, I found the word "freak" spray-painted on my locker door. I went to open my locker, but it burst open and I was sprayed with a thick green fluid. Everyone was now gathered around me, laughing and throwing flyers at me. What was going on? I picked one of the flyers and noticed a picture of me butt naked in the girls' shower. I had had enough, and I was very furious now. I screamed as the gooey stuff got into my eyes and mouth. I took one of the flyers and wiped my face with it. Who is responsible for this? Show yourself, you coward! I am sick of these stupid pranks. I stomped my feet and screamed. Tracy stepped forward, laughing. Of course, Mel stood close by her. It was me. What are you going to do about it, prison baby? What did you just call me? Freak? Prison baby? Prison baby? I was very confused. And then Tracy threw photos of a woman in an orange prison jumpsuit at me. I noticed the woman in the photos looked a lot like Mel and me. Yeah, you are the daughter of a convict, and you were born in prison. No wonder you're a thief who wants to steal Josh away from me. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? Stop lying, I don't know this woman. I was angry and ready to attack her, but Mel stepped forward and held me back. Please, stop, Lucy. She looked embarrassed and her head hung in shame. Everything Tracy said is true. What are you talking about? Everyone in the hallway had gone silent watching the drama unfold. The woman in the photo is our mom and she's in prison. Dad has been lying to us. I heard a few gasps. How do you know? Mel explained that she noticed that Dad took secret trips every week, so a few weeks ago, she followed him and was shocked to see him enter a women's correctional facility. Once inside, she saw him sit with a woman. She took photos and confronted him as he was leaving. He was shocked to see her, and he told her that the woman was his wife and our mom. I don't believe you. Look at the photo. She's been in prison for years. Mel was in tears this whole time as she narrated our story, and I just stood there, too stunned to move or talk, just like the rest of the kids who were listening. Well, except for Tracy. She had an evil smile on her face. She was clearly enjoying this. Dad told me not to say anything to you, that he would find a way to tell you eventually. Then why did you tell the whole school? Did you just want to embarrass me? Is that it? I didn't tell anybody. I wrote it in my diary and Tracy stole it. She also found the photos I took on my phone and sent them to herself. Mel furiously wiped tears from her eyes. But you've been so mean to me. You're my sister, but you've made my life so difficult. I didn't mean it, Lucy. Tracy made me do it. She said I had to be mean to you or else she'd show everyone my diary. She's hiding it and has refused to give it back. I was speechless. I'm so sorry. Mel knelt and cried uncontrollably. I wanted to comfort her and forgive her, but it was all too much for me. So I turned to run out of there, but I slipped on the gooey liquid still coming out of my locker. I tripped, but before I could fall, someone grabbed me and steadied me. I looked at my savior and I couldn't believe who it was. It was Josh. I pushed him off me, but he begged me to listen to what he had to say. I need to tell you something. What do you have to say to me? That your girlfriend is an evil witch?
She's not my girlfriend anymore. I broke up with her. Also, I told her I liked you.
Everyone turned to look at Tracy. We all expected her to say that Josh was lying, but she stayed silent. So this is why she hates me?
Yes. I'm sorry I didn't stand up to her that day in the cafeteria.
I was about to walk away when he told me something even more shocking. He revealed himself as the anonymous texter and my secret admirer. What? You? My secret admirer? He nodded and smiled. Although I was excited, I was still paranoid. Josh, please stop playing games. I can't deal with this cruelty right now. Josh grabbed my wrist, spun me around to face him, and you'll never guess what he did next. He pulled me close to him like they do in romantic movies. He didn't even care that his clothes were getting stained by that disgusting gooey liquid. And before I could pull away, he kissed me. For a minute, everything stopped, and it felt like it was just the two of us. But the moment was interrupted by Tracy screaming like a banshee, bringing me back to my senses. She grabbed me and pulled me away from my Josh. She started pulling my hair and we got into an ugly fight. Mel came to my rescue and together we wrestled Tracy to the gooey liquid-covered floor. It was gross. Excited kids cheered wildly, and the commotion attracted a couple of teachers who broke up the fight and ordered everyone to go back to class. We were sentenced to detention, of course, but it was worth it. On our ride home, Dad confirmed that everything Mel told me was true. The next day, he took us to visit our mother. And even though she was practically a stranger, we were happy to see her, and so was she. A few days later, Josh officially asked me to be his girlfriend, and I said yes. Let's just say I never kissed an imaginary Josh in the mirror again after that. Mel and I worked out our issues pretty fast. She was my sister after all. And we promised each other not to let Tracy or anyone else get between us ever again.